down the reservoir here. We're gonna fish some shoreline that hasn't been touched for a while, and see if that makes a difference. We've been fishing some areas that I've been kind of pounding, and those fish they seem well educated. So we're gonna see if we can't get a few fish that haven't seen what we're doing here for a little while. What we got going on here is these fish are real finicky. We've got pretty glassy water, high sun, and what we're figuring out here is the trick to getting these fish to commit to biting, because we're having a lot of follows, but to get them to commit to biting, we're casting into these shadows along this riprap, and they seem to be a little more aggressive, a little less scared of seeing us when they have that darker water. We're going to work down this shoreline and see if that's a consistent trick to getting them to bite here.
Alright, here we are on Blue Mesa Reservoir. It's about mid-October. Trying to trick these brown trout into coming to the boat. Had several of them come up and follow us. They're being a little bit finicky, so we're going to see if we can't sort them out.
I think there's something to a steady reel pop, like just keeping it coming. Makes them decide. We're finally starting to get our pattern figured out here. These fish are liking, Andy just missed one in the back there. We're starting to figure out that these fish are liking a steady retrieve with some pops in there. That's what's really getting them to commit, but we're still having a lot of follows, so we're going to keep playing with that cadence and see if we can't make more of these followers turn into biters. So same exact thing, he liked it really rapid, beautiful brown and spawning colors. And the whole trick was making him commit to that bait, working it fast enough that he either had to make a decision to hit it or let it go. And this guy, the last second before he got to the boat, decided to get herself a meal. This guy's in spawning colors, so we're gonna let him go.
Alright, that's more of what we've been looking for here. I think we're starting to get them figured out. Captain Robby here has been working pretty hard to pattern them, see what they'll come up to, and hopefully we'll see a few more of these in the next few minutes. Talk about your rod.
So now that we've got our lure pattern figured out, let's go over our tackle a little bit. Jerk baiting is all about feel. You want to use a rod that got enough sensitivity in it that you're going to feel when those fish hit it. Sometimes they're going to hit that lure real hard. Sometimes it's going to be a real light bite when you pause that lure. So it's important to have a soft tip on your rod. We'll let this guy go. A soft tip, but a good enough backbone to set that hook. You can use a spinning rod or a bait casting rod. I'm using a bait casting rod today because I got a better feel for my wrist action, my twitch, but it's really a personal preference. Also, I got monofilament line on here, which for jerk baiting it's probably better to use a fluorocarbon or a braided line like we have on the other guy's rods over here. That just puts less stretch in the line and gives you a lot more crisper jerks, and will make that bait a lot more erratic when you're working it. But I've got confidence in this setup, so I'm using it the way it is.
I'm eating donuts.
What exactly, how are you chewing those donuts?
Well, I'm doing kind of like a choo-choo pause.
The cadence on that.
Choo-choo pause, swallow. Get out of here. Film this one. Look at him all serious.
I have no opinion on that subject.
Maybe we should troll back up to that next bend and then run. What do you think about that?
What happened, Ben?
I ain't gonna
Nothing.
say no.
Nothing.
Nothing, honey.
We didn't have to have kids on the boat today.
My response to everything is nothing. Oh, Lord.
How many times did you eat the rocks?
Nothing.
And how did you chew that donut?
Choo-choo paws.
I'm gonna start cussing so you can't use this.
How you like that, Kat?
Huh?
It was really good till he said, "How you like that, Kat?"
I gave you a long pause so you
Yeah,
could cut
okay,
it.
good.
I
Yeah,
gave you-
I
I
got a
gave you a
cut.
cut.
Okay.
I wanted to mess with you.
Tell us what we're going to do here. Why did we come down here?
Are we doing like a thing?
Yeah, just talk to me.
I never know what's going on.